This is actually a couple of stories about some killer women in the book of Judges. This was during the time that Deborah was a judge, and Hazor's army that was fighting Israel was led by the captain Sisera. Now they had gotten information from Heber, a Canaanite, that Israel's army was at Mount Tabor, which is where they went and had the initial battle. Of course, God helped Israel, and they defeated Sisera's army. Sisera, when he found out he was losing, he ran, and so he fled on foot. The places he came to was this camp of Heber. The woman that was at the camp was named Jael. She is talked about by Deborah in Barak's song at the end of the battle. She encouraged Sisera to come into her tent. She gave him some milk and some food, probably turkey and lots of tryptophan, so he was real sleepy. And so when he went to sleep, she took a tent stake and hammered it through his temple. And this is a picture, Jeanne de Bray from 1627, of Jael basically killing Sisera. After she killed him, she went out and flagged the Israel army down to dispose of the body because she didn't want to mess with it. So Jael is a woman that we don't have a lot about, and she's not an Israelite. Tribe had decided to support Hazor, but Jael didn't. And so she went ahead and acted and helped Israel at that time. And she's remembered in song as being the one who actually gained the glory from killing the leader of the other army. Interesting that Jael decided to fight with Israel when there were some others in her group that weren't supporting them. She was pretty cunning in terms of how she brought Sisera in, got him sleepy and all snuggled up. And then to me, what she did was pretty brave, but she did it, and she's remembered as a hero, according to Deborah. So we're going to think about her and remember her bravery and her decision to fight for Israel. Our second story is in Judges 9. It begins with the story of Abimelech. Abimelech was one of Gideon's boys. Gideon had about 70. Abimelech wanted to be the ruler. His problem was all the other brothers. So he made an arrangement with the men of Shechem, which was where his mom was from, that they would get together and they come up with a plan to hire some mercenaries and kill all Gideon's other sons. So they did that. They missed one who escaped, so they killed most of them. And Abimelech then became the ruler at the time. Well, not unusual when people have no honor. The men of Shechem and Abimelech ended up having some issues. Abimelech attacked Shechem. Everyone fled to the tower, and he burned the tower and killed about 1,000 people. This is in Judges chapter 9, verse 52. Abimelech continued to go to this next town, which was Thebez. And there he attacked the city, who went to the tower. This time we had a different outcome because there was a woman who's called the Woman of Thebez, who picked up the upper millstone, which I think is kind of this round donut. At least it looks like a big donut. She picked that up and threw it over the wall and hit Abimelech in the head with it. This turned out to be a mortal wound, and Abimelech realized he was dying, and not wanting to be killed by a woman, he had asked his armor bearer to kill him. But I think this woman deserves some credit. She killed the bad guy, and that millstone looks pretty heavy, so I'm going to consider her one of the strong women of the Bible. She also would probably have made a great shot putter. So those are a couple of our killer women from the book of Judges. Thank you.